28 crouched in the air duct, watching the adult gorilla outside reach a finger into its nose. It sat, bored, in front of the large sign that said Loading Bay, a guard placed just to keep 28 out. They had found his hiding place and his side project. There weren't any humans left. 28 had counted. He had recounted. He saw each of their faces flash by as he assigned them a number. And 99 lifeless bodies lie somewhere inside the Horizon lunar colony, and 24 lay out on the lunar landscape. 122 humans. And Dr. Harold Winston. He would never assign a number to him. All 28 needed was to get past. Then he was free. He reached into the pocket of his uniform and pulled out the flare gun. He slowly slid the grate aside and took aim. A single shot, that's all he had. Dr. Winston's face flashed behind 28's eyes. He adjusted his aim and pulled the trigger. He'd seen Dr. Winston lying in front of him, legs broken, breathing heavily, and still smiling, saying that it was all going to be okay. 28 knew this felt wrong, but there was fear. If he didn't do this, the other gorillas would kill him too. As 28 raised the large hunk of metal above his head, Dr. Winston forgave him. The other gorillas were chanting his name. The world lost focus. His breathing came out ragged, and tears streamed down his cheeks. The room went silent when 28 dropped the object to the side. He wasn't going to do this. Flames didn't engulf the adult, but their roar of pain filled the small hallway as the flare burned into their skin. 28 leaped from the air duct and scrambled between the legs of the massive gorilla as it tried to stop the burning. 28 didn't bother being quiet as he slammed into the steel door. Before the door had even fully closed, 28 pressed the panel on the side. There was a loud crash on the door, but it was too late. The door was already locked. It would take hours to get open.
28.
The gorilla known as 13 growled.
You aren't one of them. Open this door now. This is your home.
28 glanced at the desk, where a pair of glasses lay atop his plans for his rocket ship. Delicately, he lifted them and looked through them at his creation. It had taken him weeks to collect all the parts. Another slam echoed through the room, and 28 stepped up to the rocket.
If I get in there...
13 was pounding so hard that 28 was questioning the strength of that steel door.
I am going to tear you apart!
28 pulled a small cube from his pocket. This small thing would power his entire trip to Earth, or it would explode and kill him.
Only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go.
He whispered to himself as he slipped the cube into the receptacle.
Open this door, 28!
With an angry growl, 28 turned toward the door and roared.
My name is not 28. My name is Winston.
Then he slipped the glasses on and climbed into his rocket ship. This was no longer his home, and 28 was no longer his name. He pressed the button to launch his new beginning.